Question, who here likes their hair to look good all the time? Don't all of us like it to look good all the time, right?
Impossible.
But at the same time, you like it to be simple, right? Because out here too, what I'm finding is that women are extremely busy. You know, they've got, you know, their social things going on, they still got family things going on. They're doing a lot of stuff out here that even the folks that are a little semi-retired or even retired are moving and shaking out here, which is nice to see. Whether, you know, they pick some sort of charity that they're working with. I very rarely see women that are really just like sitting back and doing absolutely nothing. And so that's nice to be around a group of women that still, you know, find themselves passionate about some things here, which is great. And so what I want to do is kind of focus on also to desert hair / into maybe what's going on in your lifestyles. And probably the best thing that I can say about if you're extremely busy and you go from event to event, whether it be golf in the daytime, you know, to an event at night or whatever, and you want your hair to look really nice, it's all about maintenance. It's all about the maintenance of your hair because the sun out here will eat your hair up. So I tell a lot of clients that when you're in the salon, if you're just getting a haircut, you know, get a moisturizing treatment because out here we're over dehydrated. And if you stay on top of that kind of regimen, then your hair's going to be easier to fix. It's not going to be as flyaway. It's not going to be as frizzy. It's not going to be as dehydrated. Now, there are products out there that you can do at home, and there's also products that you can have in salon. A lot of women love to do it in their baths on Sunday. You know, wrap their hair up in a towel, and when they have that little moment in the bathtub, that's when they do that time. You know, for the facials and that kind of thing. For home spa, there's a lot of products that are really geared for that type of woman that really likes to have that moment to themselves. And then there's also products that are geared for women that like to go in the salon and have that kind of service done while they're, you know, doing their, you know, BlackBerry, and they're texting, and they're doing their stuff, and they're, you know, kind of multitasking, which is great too. So those things are really important to stay up on when it comes to taking care of the care of your hair. And I'm noticing that almost everybody in here, with the exception of maybe one or two, has pretty much fine hair. And when it comes to fine hair, it's all about taking care of your hair. Period. Because the more that you take care of your hair, the better your hair is going to look. And a lot of women come from the place of when they do have fine hair that they're scared of product because they go, my product, it weighs my hair down. It makes my hair heavy. Well, all that I can say about that is when it comes to education, it's about the right product on your hair. So a lot of times they get kind of turned off from product because it's not the right product for their hair. Because with technology now, the way the products that are invented now is that the molecules are so small that instead of like weighing down the hair, they actually build the hair up and give the hair more body and more bounce. And from someone that I tend to attract a lot of fine-haired clients, that once you go into the education and you show them, okay, now let me just show you what this is going to do for you, and then they come back the next time and go, you know, you're absolutely correct, that didn't weigh down my hair at all. Because we had a lot of women that came in and said, you know, don't put any creamer and no conditioner on my hair at all. Well, now with where the technology's at is that you actually need that to give you body and more bounce, and your hairstyle will last longer and you'll have more shine into your hair. Does that make sense? So be open to when your hairdresser comes to you and says, okay, let's try this or let's do this when it comes to some sort of fixative for the cuticle. Because as long as you keep that fine-haired cuticle filled in, you're going to have bouncier, you're going to have more luminosity to your hair. Everybody with me? Any questions? Any comments? Okay, girls. I'm not going to say that very also, too, when it comes to color, the best thing that I can say about color is staying on your maintenance plan, too. Because a lot of women tend to wait a really long period of time, whether they're extremely busy or maybe with the economy where it's at, it's more of a financial thing or whatever it is. And then they wait like 3, 4, 5, 6 months and then go get everything done because they got an event where they got to look great at it, right? You ladies agree? The issue with that is, one, it's going to hit you really hard financially. 2, it's going to take more effort to bring your hair back as opposed to putting it on a plan all the way, and just talking with your hairdresser and saying, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what I want it to look good for, this kind of thing, let's put me on a thing that stretches it out, and stay on your regimen so that way your hair constantly looks good and you don't have to go in and go, okay, it's a mess, we got to fix it. You know, and you're walking out the door with a $500 ticket. Is everybody with me there? Because I'm sure almost every woman in here has probably had that happen, right? Has anyone left the salon and said, oh my God, you know, I felt like I gave my firstborn, because so much work had to be done to get the results that you wanted, right? So you can go in and you can get a highlight done one time, and then, you know, the next time that you come in, you know, have maybe a little all-over color, and then the next time maybe have a haircut and a conditioning treatment. Make sense? Of stretching it out so that way you're not hit so hard, and then your hair stays in better condition, because this area out here, I'm telling you, it's all about condition, taking care of your hair in a maintenance program. And I always tell men when I'm talking to men about, you know, because now men are getting into, you know, looking good, period, and which is a great thing. I mean, they're actually stepping into spas, they're stepping into salons, they're doing those kind of things, they're getting the manicures and stuff, because they're finding that those kind of things kind of help them decompress all of their stress. So they're like, okay, we missed out on this. We've been doing this forever, and we're finding that it's a great thing. And what I talk to them about too is that it's the maintenance thing too. It's kind of like if you don't put oil in your car, you don't get, you know, go and get a tune-up. What happens to your car? It doesn't run properly, right? And I always tell women, it's like this. Think about your jewelry. Because I know everybody in here has at least one piece of jewelry. Doesn't your jewelry have maintenance? I mean, every year or every couple of years, you need to take it into your jeweler, and you need to make sure that the stones are nice and set really well, that they're, you know, because we wear them every day, right? Most of the pieces, when you're washing the dish, you're doing whatever it is you're doing. So, and who wants to lose a stone out of their ring? Nobody. So I'm sure that the jeweler expresses to you that, you know, there's maintenance that comes with it, bringing it in, having it cleaned, right? With that, having it clean, making sure that all the stones are not loose, making sure they're nice and set really well. It's the same thing with hair, with that. Same thing, you know, with shoes. Same thing with anything. And once I get that across to clients and they kind of go on a maintenance plan, they totally understand that, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. And, you know, this is exactly what